You are the son of a vocal coach and audio engineer, and you open your latest project with the lines, Papa wasn't a Rolling Stone, but he taught me to move like water. Mama said, chase your dreams because she knew I can go much farther. What was it like growing up in a house that was so full of music?
It was a loud house. There was never a quiet moment, you know. It was the only time it was quiet is when we weren't there.
Okay.
So just a lot of instruments playing, pianos, bass guitars, of course, singing, playing the tambourine. My dad had MPC machines, that made beats and drum loops. So it was always around and always ingrained
Yeah.
into my everyday life.
Speaking of your dad, you accompanied him on tour with Earth, Wind, and Fire as a production assistant, which was a crazy piece of lore. I was like, what the hell? Tell me a little bit about that experience.
Well, he was working as an audio engineer for them since I was a kid, and so when what was that summer? 2005, the year Rihanna came out. They needed a production assistant. Well, more so, just he wanted me to come along, and so not only was I assisting the production assistant, but I was helping out with merch. I was rebusing and replenishing the tour buses, and so it was, you know, just being able to appreciate being a part of the hive and what everyone contributed to making the show run the way that it did. Just to be under that tutelage and that be my introduction to the road, I was able to just see what I was about to be getting myself into later on down the line.
My real question about this is, have any of the surviving members of Earth, Wind, and Fire heard "Fuck nigga PSA, I'm cool on y'all"?
That's a good question. They haven't. Those are my uncles. So
Yeah.
I don't. They haven't. They have not told me in particular, or have called me and fussed at me about it. So if they did heard it, if they did hear it, they may have just keyed to themselves and kept it moving.
My man, when I heard that, like I ran that back so many times.
Nigga, you got me confused on tonight. Nigga, you're not that cute. No, you're not. Hell no.
Your YouTube channel in general is such a cool time capsule. What inspired you to start uploading videos to YouTube in that way?
I just wanted an unbiased opinion on what it was that I was doing. Back then, as a teenager, watching, shows like American Idol, folks get up there and sometimes they be sounding crazy. And it's like, well, yeah, my mom and, my cousin said that I could sing. And it's like, all right, well, I don't want to embarrass myself like that. So let me just, post something on YouTube and see what people think. And that's kind of where it started. And it didn't just start and end with singing. I was also doing, vlogs and, sharing, personal experiences and, just so people were able to see not only the singing aspect, but there would be monologues and, just my personal perspective on things. So it all kind of became its own well-rounded experience, my YouTube channel.
You seem to have a pretty healthy relationship with social media in general. Like, you're currently the mayor of Threads and you take your job pretty seriously. Is there any advice for folks trying to navigate being online and social media in 2026? You have any advice for artists?
It is. It's definitely different from what it was when I first started, because now it's not just the music. It's, we need to know what's going on in your everyday life. We need to see your personality. We need to, see you in the comments, commenting and, just, it's definitely evolved into, any iteration of it is a production. You just got to figure out what your components are for said production, or what your ingredients are for what makes you tight. Because trust and believe, there are five 20-year-olds down in Willacoochee, Georgia, singing in a storefront church who could do Bellagios and high notes, sing circles around me. But it's also about the circumstances that we have, and also our drive. Some folks are actually cool with just doing background. They're close enough to someone that deals with the spotlight, and they're like, I'm actually good on that. I'm cool with just doo-wop popping back here. A lot of times, even people will project their own ideas onto others, but it's just about what makes you comfortable. You got to do what you feel good about.
The mayor has spoken, ladies and gentlemen. So take that advice.